He drives Scott back to the 20. Bama coverage team swarms down there, and Artavis can't get away. Still got the ball, delivers to Scott. Clemson receivers had an excellent night blocking on the edge against the Buckeyes, but is that a tougher chore against Alabama tonight?
Absolutely. Well, these corners do a really good job of getting off their blocks, and their eyes opens up other aspects with an overly aggressive defense.
On 2nd and 9, this is Gallman stumbling forward and dropped at the 44. Option, Gallman, nothing. The Tide rise up, but even though Gallman fights hard.
The ball back. Now they only get 7, but their confidence is now established offensively.
Adam Griffith, an excellent kickoff man. This one not as deep as most of his go, and Scott fakes the reverse and takes off. Artavis Scott held up just a bit by Griffith so the cavalry could catch up at the 45, but it's Clemson's turn to make a play on
personal foul. Receiving team number 41 hitting a player out of the play. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Scott, jet sweep, strung out, and he's dropped for a loss. And debate down against Louisville and Florida State. But Bama going some haymakers early on here. Scott from the 2. Out across the 25-yard line, and now, Kirk, we're going to see
of the football team right now that their leader is not being sharp.
Gallman runs right into traffic and is
sideline now.
2nd and 9. Immediate pressure. Watson is hammered and fires high and incomplete.
He's pointing to O.J. Howard like, throw it deep, throw it deep.
Hurts got more yards passing in that play than he had the entire game coming in. Artavis Scott works his way out near the 30, and once again, 4th catch for Kane. Will have to step up. Williams is still out of the game. Watson's going to look for Scott. He was thrown behind him. They had to check it down, get 17 yards though, and now pitch it over to Scott. It's the kind of route you're talking about, but Artavis Scott in traffic just worked his way free and gets 9.
That's a run-pass option that could block. See all those receivers? Just gets it out. It's either a run or a pass, and because he has 2 blockers to pick up in this game, and through it all, he's within 3 points of tying it up.
Pressure again, ball gets out, but one more time, it was a free run.
Nice job of seeing that by Deshaun Watson.
Now they get it to Scott, who laterals to Gallman, who is hit immediately but stays alive, and Gallman spinning and driving down inside the 35. There was a lot left. Watson, end zone, overthrown. Like it well defended that time. Watson, touchdown!
Is going to play man-to-man. Scott is going to work here. Renfro is going to work there. And Tony Brown is the guy who gets caught up in the traffic as he ends up going to the outside. Right there. Man-to-man. That's the way you attack man-to-man. With a man beater, they roll him to the right. And how fitting for Deshaun Watson, after everything he has meant to this program, throws a game-winning touchdown to Hunter Renfro.
Once again, one of those pick/